The 19th of December, Rabbi Levitt, Gemora.
Just have to first see where we're holding. Okay. Okay, let's see. Where are we actually holding over here?
I think we're on 116b, near the top, Tana Rabbanan.
Oh yeah, that's the that's what we did. We did that on Yom Rishon.
Yeah, by the people, okay. The money.
Yeah. Okay, let's go from there. Maybe we'll get some more understanding in this case to go through it again. Okay, take it away, Lou.
Tana Rabbanan, the rabbis taught in the Brisa. Mihaleches b'midbar. A caravan that was traveling in the wilderness. Va'amad aleha goyim litorfa, and there came against it a troop to plunder it. And then my English says, but it was persuaded to accept a ransom instead. A ransom. Random. A ransom instead. Mechashvin lefi mamon. They calculate the members' contribution to the ransom payment by the amount of money they are carrying. So I assume that means that if a person is wealthy, he's going to pay a larger share than if a person is not wealthy. The ein michashvin lefi nefashos, and they do not calculate it by the amount of people in the caravan. And the English says, since the threat was to their money, each pays according to the amount he carries. Ve'im sachru tayar ha-holech lifnehem. And if they hired a guide to go before them, mechashvin af lefi nefashos. They calculate the members' contributions to the guide's fee by the amount of people as well. So the English says a guide averts danger and averts danger to lives as well as money. Therefore, the calculation also takes into account the number of people in the group. Velo yishanu min hag ha-chamarin. But they should not deviate in this matter from the usual practice of the donkey drivers. Rishain hachamarin lehasnos shekol mi sheyovad lo chamoro ya'amid lo chamur acher. The donkey drivers are authorized to stipulate among themselves that whoever will lose his donkey, they will provide another donkey for him. And the English says, all who are party to this agreement must abide by it. If one of them lost his donkey bechusya, through negligence, ein ma'amirin, they do not provide him with another one. Shalo bechusya, if it was not through negligence that he lost it, ma'amirin lo, they must provide him with another one. V'im amar, and if the one who lost his donkey said, Tanu li va'ani eshmor, instead of giving me a donkey, give me money to purchase my own donkey, and I will then guard the other donkeys along with you. Ein shomrin shom'in lo, they do not listen to him. The English says, the point of giving him a donkey is to ensure that he will help guard the caravan's donkeys. Giving him money could defeat the purpose, for he may end up keeping the money without purchasing the donkey. Okay. That's the that's it for me.
Okay. Shall we do the Rashis, or should, since we already did them once, we'll just go straight to the next section of the Gemara?
Well, can we review and make sure we understand what?
Okay, so the Rashi says like this. The first Rashi is Latorfa. It's on the second line of the Rashi.
Got it.
Yeah,
Latorfa. Rashi says Lebozaza. Torfo means to
plunder it, take the money from it.
Oh, you want to read, Phil? Okay.
I'm reading the plundering of the need pashru Ibrahim alone, and they'll divide up, they'll compromise on them with the money.
In other words, this troop of bandits came to rob them, but the people in the caravan said, "Look, let's make a deal. We'll give you 20,000, let's say, and you'll leave us alone." So that's the deal. That's what Rashi means. This pashu imahim, they make a deal with them with mammon through the payment to them. So in that case, the Brisa says, "Machashvin lefi mammon ve'ein machashvin lefi nefashos." Rashi doesn't explain anything about that part of the Brisa, but like you said, that 20,000 will be divided not lefi nefashos. If it would be lefi nefashos, let's say they had 20 in the caravan, so each guy would pay 1/20th of the 20,000. So each guy would end up paying 1,000. But if you go according to mammon, so then it depends on how much mammon each guy has. Let's say one guy's got 5,000, other guy's got 2,000, 5 guys got 1,000, and the other guy's got 20 shekel. So they divide it based upon how much money that they have. Not everybody pays the equal amount. They pay according to what they have. in order to get to the sum of 20,000. Okay, now the next din. What about the tayar? If they hire a guide to lead them through the midbar, and obviously to protect them from the dangers of being in the midbar, getting so then it says machashmin af lefi nefashos. They make the cheshbon even according to the nefashos, how many people there are in the caravan. Okay, so let's see what Rashi says over here. Af lefi nefashos.
The tire is the one who shows them the way. Mareh Lehem Derech shows them the guide.
Oh yeah,
right. Even according to the number of people, Sheta'ut Haderech the midbar, because they made a mistake of the path in the desert. It's a sakana nefashos. It would be to make a mistake there would be life threatening. Sakana nefashos.
Ah.
How many people there are?
It's everybody pays equally. The features. Each person is a nefesh, and so each nefesh pays for the guarding of its nefesh by the tayar. That's why Rashi says it because if the guide makes a mistake and they get lost in the midbar, that could be a matter of sekanas nefashos. That could be a life-threatening situation. So he's really protecting their lives. So therefore, it's an issue of the lives that they're paying for. So each life has to pay equally to the guide, and from that we can infer when it comes to the bandits, why it is that they pay according to each one pays according to the money that they're holding, because the threat those guys it's basically a threat to their money. That's basically what they're after. They're after their money. So it's not an issue of life and death. It's an issue of money. So if so, then it goes according to the money that each one has. So then they pay according to the money that they're carrying. Okay. Then we got a next Rashi. Lo yeshanu miminag hachamarim.
We don't deviate from the donkey drivers, what the custom is of donkey drivers. She'im nahagu l'tayer, if that's how they behave to the guide according to money, what it depends upon whatever the custom of the donkey drivers are. Do they pay by the money of the people, or do they pay by the number of souls? Is it a head tax, or is it divided among the money that each person has? Each person pays equally, how many people there are, or is it based upon how much money each person has?
Oh, so in any case, in other words, I guess if there's no established minhag, then they would pay according to nefashos. But in the event that there is an established minhag that they pay according to mammon, so then the people in the caravan would have to pay the guide according to the mammon that they got, and it wouldn't be an equal payment. It all depends on the minhag of the chamarim. How much? How do they do it? How do they make the calculation? It's a very strange thing. Why would the guide care about who gives him the money? He's just, as long as he gets his money, then he's good to go. I don't understand the source of the minhag at all.
Think of it as insurance to an extent. The question is it just each person, or are you protecting how much money each person's coming along with? And if somebody has more money, that person has more money to lose. So that's why, that they have to charge in order to protect that guy's extra money, as opposed to just the person, and I'm protecting against just the danger of things happening to the person. Am I protecting against things that are going to happen to the person, in which case it's by the person, or do I have to protect against things that are going to happen to the value, what each person is bringing along, what they're going to rob from that person? If they have more money, they're going to rob more from that person. So is it a physical thing that they're trying to protect, or is it a monetary thing that they're trying to protect? These donkey drivers and the guide.
No, I'll tell you what the practical outcome of whether the minig of the guide is to charge according to the head or according to the wallet. That's basically the difference between the mammon or the nefashos. Is he going to charge according to the head or according to the wallet? So there's going to be a very big practical ramification over here, because let's say his fee was 10,000. There's 20 guys there, so each guy. So if the custom is that they're paying according to the head, so then that means what that means is, very practically speaking, what that means is that the guide cannot get any more out of any guy than 500. He can't and if one guy has 20, so that's going to be a problem for the guide, because he's not going to be able to go to this guy over here that's got 10,000 in his wallet and say, hey, listen, this guy he didn't pay me, so you got to make up for it. He'll say, no, the custom is you pay according to the head, not according to the wallet. So there's a very big nafkamina in terms of what is the accepted practice of these chamarim, these donkey drivers, who it seems like they're the ones that we're talking about, who are serving as the tayarim, as the guides in the caravan. It would be, yeah. In other words, if the accepted practice amongst the guides in this area, let's say in this locale, is to charge according to the mammon, so then if somebody doesn't pay somebody doesn't have his share, lefi the nefesh, he doesn't have his 500, so then the guide will be able to go to some guy that does and say, look, since you've got a lot of money, you got to pay according to the amount of money that you have. It goes according to the minig hamakom, according to the custom of how it is that they collect their payment. There's a custom of how it is that they're allowed to collect the payment. Okay. Okay, now we got two more Rashis over here. Kusya and Ein Shomimlo.
Kusya is the Shia. That's negligence, is the word of kusya. But you ain't showing one. We don't listen to him if he says, I'd rather take if he wants the money to buy his own donkey, because you in a sense don't trust him. Shema lo yikach hachamor perhaps he will not take the donkey. Haim lo nitnu, and they'll not give it to him. Only that he would buy a donkey with it. The musar nafsho for the people lishmor to watch them. Delilah at night, mina chayutz, the listing from the wild animals and the robbers.
Right. And why is Rashi saying this over here? He's saying this because like that, if he has a donkey at his disposal that he's able to use, so then obviously he's going to be doing a much better job of being able to protect the people from wild animals and bandits than if he's just if he doesn't have transportation. So they don't have to listen to him if he says, "Oh, just give me the money and I'll buy a donkey." Don't give me a donkey. Don't have to listen to him. Okay. They can say, in other words, "We're giving you a donkey, and here it is." Okay. Now the Gemora goes further. Pshita. Pshita could be found 1, 2, 3 lines above the second 2 dots and the second Tana Rabbanan on the page. Well, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 lines from the top. It says Pshita towards the end of that line. First word in the line is Vani.
Got it.
Got it?
I got it.
Okay, Alan, you're on.
Okay, so start with which word?
Pshita.
Pashita. Okay, Pashita
Obviously.
Lo. All right, Pashita Lo. Chi. The east. Li Hamora Acharoni Maho de Sami Iko Tar Li Kimal Shani Nator Natiros the Har Manam to Rosh the V Tari Tanarabanan. So
Let's 1 second. Let's go through this statement over here. So the Gemara asked Pshita. This is obvious. What is the Gemara saying? It's obvious in reference to. What is obvious?
they don't have to worry about the demand for cash, right?
They don't have to listen to him.
Right.
Gemara says, obviously they don't have to listen to him. What does the Bryson need to tell me that for? That was the deal. The deal is that whoever loses his animal through no fault of his own, he's gonna get a replacement animal. It doesn't say that he's going to be able to demand money. Obviously, he's not able to demand money. Pshita, says the Gemara. On that, the Gemara answers, Lo, tzricha. No, we need to be told in this case that they don't have to listen to him. Why? Because this case is not exactly the case that you may have thought it was at first blush. The Islay Hamra Achrina. In truth, this guide, he's got another donkey. He's got another donkey, in addition to the one that he lost. So he had two donkeys, and one of them was lost, and now he's got this donkey. So he still has a donkey to if he needs to go somewhere, if he needs to get somewhere, if he needs to be there quick in order to prevent any danger to the caravan. So what's the problem? What might you have thought? You might have thought to say that, look, it's not an issue of him being unable to properly guard the caravan. He does have a donkey to be able to use that donkey that he has. So he's asking to be reimbursed for the donkey that he lost, because that was the deal. You get a donkey if you lose your donkey through no fault of your own. And he's saying, well, I already have a donkey, so just give me the money. So you might have thought to say, oh, well, we gotta listen to him. On that, the Brisa says, no, ain't Shomim, you don't have to listen to him. What's the explanation though? Kamash Malon, the Brisa is now coming to teach me something. They could tell him, Shiny, why is it that they can tell him we're not listening to you? What's the sense of it? Shiny the tirusa dechad mi tirusa de betre. It's a whole different type of guarding. It's a different type of guarding if you got two than if you only got one. Now let's take a look. Those are the words. Let's take a look at Rashi. Is Lou there?
No, he's not.
Okay, Phil, you're on again.
You want to that Rashi, the Mintala?
We got up to Ka Mintale.
Mentally, right. So that's guarding. You might have said that he's guarding it. Where we are, say one of them says, "Ani yochal lishmor yafa." I can watch it well. Aval shnayim, but with two, ani yochal lishmor. I can two watched. He's saying I'm going to double it with two.
Mahuda Tema. Why might we have thought to say? We might have thought to say we got to give him his money, because even if he doesn't buy a donkey with the money, Hakamintale. He's going to be able to guard the caravan very nicely on account of the donkey that the other donkey that he still has in his possession. What's Rashi saying? Ka minterle bafilu im yomar. Rashi saying something on top of the simple understanding of the Gemara. Bafilu im yomar ha'echad. Even if one guy is going to say, Ani yachol lishmor yafeh. No. Afilu im yomar ha'echad ani yachol lishmor yafeh. Aval shnayim ein yachol lishmor. One I could guard properly, but two I can't. What does that mean? Afilu im yom. I'm going to try it again, and if I don't get it this time, we'll just go to the Kamash Malan and see if we can figure out from what the Kamash Malan says what this Rashi before it says. Komintele. This is going in the stage of the Gemora where we're trying to explain the Havamina. We're saying that in any case he's got Chamra Achrisa. He's got another donkey anyway. Over and above the one that he lost. He's got one remaining. So therefore, Ma'uda Tema, might you have thought to say that in a situation like this, where he's in any case got another donkey, so we would be inclined to say that we got to listen to him. We got to give him the money. Because even if he doesn't buy another donkey,
the whatchamacallit,
the
the Art Scrolls note on this sort of is the idea that if he only has one donkey, it'd be easier to guard than if he purchased the second donkey and he had two donkeys that he had to guard. This way it's taking away from his guarding the other donkeys because he now has two of his own donkeys that he has to guard instead of just his one. So that's why you can let him just keep the cash, because you don't want him to buy a second donkey because it gives him another donkey that he has to watch, which lessens his shmirah.
Lessens his shmirah of who?
Of the whole group, because if he's only guarding one of his donkeys in the group, it's easier if he buys a second donkey. Now he has two donkeys to guard in the group. So having only one donkey in the group means his shmirah of the other donkeys in the group would be greater. If he has two donkeys, it's limiting his resources. He has to guard his two donkeys. He'd have less to watch other people's donkeys. So they don't really buy another donkey.
Okay, let's see if that's what Rashi's saying over here again. Yafilu im yomar, even if he says, ha'echad, ani yochol lishmor, yafel. That one I can guard very good. Aval shnayim ani yochol lishmor. But with two, I can't guard. Okay, yeah, Rashi is a bit mysterious. What exactly it is? The way you're explaining, I understand. If he's got two of his own to guard, so then he'll be less able to guard the other 20 that the other people have than if he has only one to worry about. Okay. Kamash. Okay, so let's read the Kamash Malan. What do we say about the Kamash Malan? Kamash Malan that we don't hold like that.
Kamash Malan. Look at my spot again. The Kamash Malan. The Amre lay, we say to him, low cultivate is not that way. The Hashta now
Is it not?
Misheret his service of himself is better.
Oh,
Better service.
Right? Why is his service going to be better if he has two donkeys as opposed to one?
He has a greater stake in the matter.
Oh, he's got more to lose. If he's got more to lose, he's going to be a better guard of everybody's donkey, because he knows that if wild animals or bandits come upon the caravan, so everybody's donkey is up for grabs. So if he knows that he's got a bigger stake in the loss of donkeys because he's got two of them instead of one, he's going to guard all the donkeys from the attack with greater fervor, because he's got personally more to lose. Very good. Very good. So interesting. So the Havamina is that he's saying, look, just give me the money. And what about my ability to guard? He's saying, what do you mean? Like this, I'm going to be, I'm only going to have to worry about guarding I've only got one donkey to worry about. So that means I can do a better job guarding your donkeys. Whereas if I have two, I'm going to be more taken up with my two donkeys, and I'll be able to give won't be able to give the same level of service than I could give to you to guard all of your donkeys, because I got my own because I have two instead of one. And so they say back to him, no, it's absolutely the opposite. If you have more to lose, you're going to be a better guard of all of our donkeys. So that's why we're going to give you another one. Very interesting. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we got 2 minutes left. You want to start reading Tana Rabbanan? Svina? Or if you want, we could hold it for here today. Get out early, whatever you want. If somebody's got the place right away and you can start reading, then we can do that. Anybody know where the place is exactly? Tana Rabbanan Svina. It's the
Tana Rabbanan Svina She Haisa.
Yeah.
Mahaleches Bayam. The rabbis
When's
told the price a ship was traveling in the sea, and a gale threatened to inundate it. We're on 116b2, top of the second, top of the right column. Vehekalu mi masa'a. The passengers lightened its load by throwing some of the cargo overboard. Machshevin lefi masoi. They calculated each person's portion by weight. Ein amachshevin lefi mamon. They do not calculate by value. Below yishanu mi minchag hasapanim. However, they should not deviate in this manner from the usual practice of the sailors.
So it's the same situation as the donkey drivers, seems like the donkey, you go by what the donkey drivers normally do. Obviously, there's a reason why weight would be very important, because you're trying to lighten the load so the boat doesn't capsize and turn over. So the more weight you throw over, the easy, more the ship's not going to sink. You're afraid of a sinking ship, as opposed to the value of the item, the monetary item that I'm throwing over, an expensive item versus a heavy expensive item versus a heavy, a heavy item versus an expensive item which doesn't weigh as much. Okay. To be continued tomorrow.
Bezrat Hashem. Okay, everybody, have a great day. Bracha v'atzlacha.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Mark off in your Gemora where we got up to.
We're at the sea.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Okay.
Hope we're not lost at sea. All the best.